At this point, are we running a charity for Nate Diaz? No, I'm serious. Because yesterday, I saw Masvidal whoop his ass from beginning to end, landing crazy body shots, hooking him to the face, rocking his shit over and over and over again. Then Nate Diaz will come back, start pity-patting George Masvidal. Most of the shots were missing, and then when they land, it's just little pity-pat punches. What are we doing here? And Nate Diaz isn't okay. Look at the way he speaks. The guy's punch drunk. His brain is turned to mush at this point. He's retarded. No, let's be honest. Nate Diaz is retarded. I mean, just yesterday, multiple times during the fight, he would forget he was in a fight. He turned around, started talking to the concessions guy. Can I get a hot dog? Let me get a hot dog. Nate, you're in the middle of a fight. Stop talking to your cousin in the crowd. You know, I was talking to a friend yesterday, and I said, listen, mark my words. 5 years from now, if this continues, Nate Diaz will be shitting himself in public. Nate Diaz will be wearing an adult diaper. Because the brain can only take so much damage. When is it enough? With you people. Stop supporting Nate Diaz. The guy's completely retarded. All the signs are there. And you people, people that have been watching the show, you know how I feel about retarded people. I always say, don't support them. Don't look at them. Don't talk to them. Don't make any sudden movements around them because obviously these people are retarded. Okay? We're normal. They're retarded. So when you put them in a social setting, they're going to act retarded. Look at Nate Diaz. Every social setting you see Nate Diaz in, he's acting retarded. He can't help himself. These people, these retarded people like Nate Diaz, they have this urge inside of them to bite, to spit. I mean, this guy's getting paid millions of dollars to go to a press conference. He can't even be bothered. His retard instincts start kicking in, and he can't control himself. Every press conference is the same story. Nate Diaz starts getting retard nervous, and he starts looking around. He starts to panic, and you see him start talking to himself. I'm getting kind of nervous here. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody West Side. I'm fucking going home. I'm going to go finger paint with my brother Nick. We're going to go finger painting because it comes to retardation. And then he just leaves. But before he leaves, him and his Mexican norteño sureño gangbanger buddies, they get all that retard strength and they start fucking everybody up. Every security guard at these Nate Diaz events, they're all getting injured because Nate Diaz and his camp, they want to start fucking everybody up. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't even feel bad for these executives. These people that put these events together with Nate Diaz, I don't even feel bad for them. You knew what you were going to get. You're dealing with the guy that's 5 years away from shitting himself in public because his brain is turned to mush. This is what you're going to get. So you know what? Since you guys are not going to stop this, since you guys are going to stop this Nate Diaz retard abuse, throw him into the lions. Fuck it. Let him die. Put him in there versus Francis Ngannou, the black guy. And make it in a hell in a cell. With no time limit and no referee. Somebody has to die that day. I mean, that's what you people want, isn't it? You guys want to keep seeing Nate Diaz. Okay, let's see it for one last time. Nate Diaz before he shits himself in public. In a last man standing match. No time limit. Make it in Saudi Arabia in the desert. And don't worry, Nate Diaz will sign up for the fight. He's retarded. And it's like, look, I might come off as a hater in this video, but I used to be a big fan of Nate Diaz. I used to enjoy him. I was so happy when he beat Conor McGregor. But it's like, the more I watch him, the more I was like, yeah, this guy is just a dumbass. Like, for example, Nate Diaz considers himself to be an athlete. Every time you see him, he's running a triathlon. He's always fighting. He's always training. So you would think, well, this guy must have an amazing physique. But no, look at Nate Diaz's flabby little body. And you start to question yourself, well, how's that possible? Well, Nate Diaz, in his infinite wisdom, decided, well, I'm not going to follow a regular athlete diet. I'm going to be a pescatarian. I'm going to be a pescatarian because my brother Nick told me to be a pescatarian. Because, yeah, leave it to Nate Diaz to be a pescatarian, the most random diet you can possibly follow. And the guy looks like shit. So what example is Nate Diaz even setting for people? The guy's gone retarded. He's fighting way past his prime. And he just exudes estrogen. Let's be real. The guy's exuding estrogen. I mean, just think about it. Smokes weed all day. As we know, weed smokers are notorious for having high levels of estrogen. Then, on top of that, he's a pescatarian, which is a gay diet. No man sits around eating tilapia fillets multiple times per day. It's gay. So that means your estrogen is through the roof. And then on top of that, he's always getting punched in the head multiple times per day, which we all know CTE increases your estrogen levels and lowers your testosterone. That's just the way it is. And the evidence is all there. He gets nervous in public. The guy looks like shit physically. The guy's retarded. The guy's not sharp. These are all signs of high levels of estrogen. And the fact these athletic commissions aren't taking any note of this stuff is just, it's negligence at this point. You're having this guy who's had his brain turned to mush from all the punishment. You're keep encouraging him to fight more. He doesn't know when to stop. Retarded people don't know when to stop. That's why they're retarded. You put a retarded person in a Ferrari, he's just going to floor it and just go through a wall. They're retarded. What else did you expect? So Nate Diaz is just going to keep fighting. He's going to keep getting his ass whooped, keep getting these beatings to the head. One day, mark my words, one day he's going to shit himself in the ring. And then people are going to be like, fuck, bro, damn. Hey, man, what we did to Nate Diaz was fucked up. And people are going to come back and tell me, hey, you were right. But I've been saying this for years. Stop supporting Nate Diaz. I've been saying this for years. The guy's retarded. Listen to him speak. This is cruelty at this point. Let's stop giving this charity case, Nate Diaz, any more attention. Okay, because it's cruel. He thinks, yesterday he was calling out the UFC champion for a fight. He was calling out the top guys at the UFC for a fight. We know he's going to get his ass whooped if that ever happened. That's never going to happen. But in retarded mind, he thinks, I can still be champion. 40 years old, by the way. 40 years old. I can still become champion because I'm a pescatarian. This nigga's high. Since when do we listen to people that are one, retarded, and two, high at the same time? This nigga's high and retarded. You people, you go ahead and you keep supporting Nate Diaz all you want. But when we start seeing Nate Diaz eating crayons at the press conference, or when we start seeing him shit himself in the ring, I'm going to be able to sleep at night, but you won't. I've been telling you for years, stop this abuse now. Stop this charity case of Nate Diaz now. Because once again, he's high and retarded. He doesn't know when to stop.